Okay. What's going on here? What's your name?
Joe Trevors.
Hey, what's going on? It's, we're at the Garrison. Tragedy hit here Friday night.
Yeah, obviously quite a tragedy. I mean, you know, you look at 38 people without work all of a sudden that, you know, that weren't expecting it, and, you know, a couple of weeks after the holidays, it hits pretty hard for a lot of people that, you know, that really weren't expecting to be without money, without work all of a sudden, right?
So, 38 people. Can they apply for EI? And with the changes, whoa.
And that's part of it that, you know, we haven't really gotten into. I mean, we're just a couple of guys that kind of came together and thought if we could bring some of the community together to try to help out a little bit, help them bridge the gap until Doug and Shane can get the place reopened. There may be opportunities for them to apply for EI. I'm not exactly sure on how the process, and again, with the changes now, I don't know how that will work. But I think, you know, even with EI, it will only, for some of them, it will only cover a very small portion of what they'd be accustomed to making. So if this can kind of help them cover some bills for a few weeks while they renovate or, you know, restore the Garrison, then that's great.
And you're looking at 4 to 6 weeks out.
Yeah, so. Exactly, right. So and even then, you know, 4 to 6, potentially 8 weeks out, you're just applying for EI, and you'll be lucky to get your first check. All of a sudden, you're finally back to work. So.
And plus, it'll be hard to find work because the people that lost their job at Isaac Way, I'm sure they got some jobs.
That's right. Yeah, a couple of real tragedies so close together, you know, for our server staff in the city, and we're talking a lot of people, and it's a lot of money. When you take, you know, 38 people here and the staff from Isaac's Way, and you start calculating a couple of months worth of wages, it's a lot of money that people are without.
Okay, so what we're going to do for these people here?
Well, we're looking at this point. We're looking at a fundraising event. Obviously, we've done a couple of different things. We've put a Facebook page up that has a donate button that allow people to donate. It's Fundraiser for Garrison staff. So Fundraiser for Garrison staff, and that page, like I said, has a donate button, so people can actually go on and donate money through PayPal or one of the other means if they so choose. Alternatively, towards the end of the month, just about as fast as we can pull it together, we're going to be pulling together a fundraising event. And, you know, organizations and businesses throughout the city, and individuals actually throughout the city, have already offered to donate, you know, stuff if we want to do auctions or those types of things to be able to help raise money. So again, you know, it's really come together. We just actually heard that I think it's a club in Moncton. A club in Moncton, the Laundromat, is looking to do an event in Moncton. You know, we had contact from people in Woodstock who've offered to send stuff down for prizes for live or silent auctions. So people are really coming together from all over who've experienced the Garrison and or who are feeling for the 38 staff who are out of work.
I just thought of something. Maybe Twitter has a role to play for this once. I mean, this is the headquarters of Twitter's, right?
Absolutely, the tweet ups.
Tweet up,
we are on Twitter at Garrison_staff. So hop on Twitter at Garrison_staff. You can keep up to date on what's going on. Like Joe said, we're looking at an event at the end of the month, which will be announced probably in the next day or two. All kinds of other stuff going on. 100% of this is for the staff, and just to help them bridge the gap through a hard time. So.
Yeah, and that is the other thing that's so important to remember about the event, or whatever we do through these donations, is that 100% of what is given through the donations, it's all going towards the staff. So, you know, none of it is for the restoration or anything. Obviously, like Doug and Shane say, I mean, this is insured. You know, the business will come back. This is to help the staff themselves who've lost the wages.
It's like a family, because if you've seen Doug this morning on CBC, I seen him, I just haven't had the TV on.
Yeah, there's emotions involved.
A lot of emotion.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And you can imagine that the staff are going through that same thing. Now for Doug and Shane, they've also got the added pressure, of course, of knowing that their staff are without work, and a staff who've supported them and who they care for. So there's that added pressure, of course. But yeah, it's an emotional time for everybody, I'm sure. And you know, we're fortunate that it doesn't affect us personally. We just got to try to see what we can do to help them. So.
Did they took everything out here?
They're working
just about. Yep.
So there's a lot of damage. Like Doug, I know Doug was a little bit worrying there. He was stressed out when he said 2 or 3 days. He didn't see. He didn't see the whole picture here. What do you think? The end of February, March?
I couldn't even speculate, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't really know enough about it to be able to say, honestly, but, you know, I mean, I think you've heard some people saying, you know, it could be close to the end of February. I think that's what Doug mentioned this morning on the radio as well, that it could be the end of February, so that's a long haul. The upside is the community's looking forward to them coming back.
Yeah.
Everybody's excited and trying to support them however they can, so that's the positive.
That's so well said. We'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Perfect.